validation meeting which is organized by ALIA. His Excellency, Professor Dr. Ashraf Sheikhi, Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research in Egypt, welcoming all of you here in Egypt. And he wishes all the best to have the concrete milestone at the end of next couple of days. The Egypt Continental Validation Meeting is going to accumulate, which is happening in all the meetings in the 5 regional in the continents, North Africa, South, West, East, and Central. This will fit exactly according to the agenda for the enhancement of the education over the continents for the African Union Agenda 2063. The main purpose of the meeting right here to have the concrete platform and words is going to be convinced for the head of state for the higher education conference is going to be held next year, 2017, in Morocco. Till African head of state and the government have been constituted into a committee to champion higher education, science and technology in Africa as part of the effort to strengthen the role of science and technology to enhance the economic growth on the continents. The committee of 10 will be coordinated by His Excellency President Macky Sall, President of Senegal, and head of state from each of 5 African regions. For the north, it's going to be Egypt, Tunisia. For the west, Senegal, Sierra Leone. For the south, Malawi, Nairobi. For the central, Chad, Gabon. For the east, Kenya and Mauritius. All is going to be working hardly to achieve the agenda of African Union 2063, building the Africa we want. This is the main purpose and the main task for our meeting. We would like shortly to have a very good and consolidated words for all the head of state. It's going to be, as I mentioned, held in Triennial in Morocco 2017. Let me first introduce Madame Olay Wala. This is the Executive Secretary of ALIA for the opening speech.
Thursday and Friday. We also want to extend our sincere appreciations to the entire team of your ministry for the dynamic support that we have received and the welcome that we have received since our arrival. Thank you. Your Excellency, dear ministers, if you permit me, I just want to highlight, before we invite His Excellency Professor Ashraf to give the welcome and officially open the meeting, I want to share the objectives of this Continental Validation meeting that we will be having in the next 2 days. The whole idea is for this meeting is to present for review and discussions the synthesis report that is based on the consultation meetings that have been held over the past 3-4 months across the different sub-regions of the continent, and the analytical work that has been submitted and presented. We will also be discussing the provisional triennial program agenda, which will be reviewed and also deliberated on for endorsement by the steering committee that will be meeting on the 24th and 25th this week as well. We will also be looking at the triennial budget and how far we have. Before I get on to the expected outcomes, I also want to acknowledge the presence of the African Union Commission, with whom this discussion would not be happening in the absence of the Agenda 2063 framework that we want to work towards to achieve. So welcome.
It's an important event in supporting the development and modernization efforts of the African education system, as we hope to be the locomotive of progress and development in our continent. Ladies and gentlemen, the importance of this meeting is not only for what is being prepared and arranged for holding major events and activities to develop education in the continent, but also because it includes production and delivery of analytical work, direct consultations, and regional consultative meetings held in 2016, such as building peace and global citizenship through education, held in Libreville, Gabon, for Central Africa in May, promoting science, mathematics, and information and communication technology, held in Dakar, Senegal, for West Africa, and Rabat, Morocco, for North Africa in June, implementing education and lifelong learning for sustainable development, held in Nairobi, Kenya, for East Africa in August and September, implementing education for African cultural renaissance and Pan-African ideals in Rwanda, Angola, in Southern Africa in July. This will ample chance for effort, coordination, and joint action through the work of triennial thematic coordinators and quality assurance experts to consolidate and review the feedback emanating from these regional forums and conferences, in addition for studies and research reports for each sub-theme at the Continental Meeting in March 2017 in Morocco, in which we hope to set an integrated continental development vision for the next decades. Once again, welcome you all in Egypt. I extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to members of the Association for the Development of Education in Africa, ADIA, and for each one who contributed his efforts to produce such a meeting that would benefit our fruitful cooperation in the field of education and science. Wishing you all for the meeting the best scientific environment and to have a successful impact on the upcoming events for the association and the joint African actions and cooperation. Thank you.
كل الدول اللي حققت ثمرات كبيرة على المستوى الاقتصادي والاجتماعي على مستوى العالم اعتمدت في الأساس على الابتكار والإبداع اللي هو جزء من نواتج التعليم.
Tous les pays qui ont réalisé des bonds dans le développement se sont surtout penchés sur la formation d'une élite qui doit créer et pouvoir donner de nouvelles idées et de nouvelles données.
سبق هذا اللقاء اللي احنا بصدده اليوم عقد 5 لقاءات على مستوى المناطق الأفريقية 5: الشمال والجنوب والشرق والغرب والوسط، للإعداد للأجندة اللي احنا بصددها.
Cette réunion a été précédée de 5 réunions représentant les 5 parties du continent africain, le nord, l'Est, l'Ouest, le Centre et l'Afrique australe, préparant la réunion sur laquelle nous allons travailler actuellement.
هذه الاجتماعات الخمسة كانت بتهدف إلى دراسة 5 محاور هامة، وهي المتعلقة بالسلام والمواطنة من خلال التعليم.
Ces réunions portaient surtout sur 5 sous-thèmes: la paix et la citoyenneté à travers le monde,
تشجيع العلوم والرياضيات وتكنولوجيا المعلومات،
encourager la science, les mathématiques, les technologies de l'information,
باعتبارهم قاطرة أساسية لتحقيق نهضة اقتصادية،
qui sont la locomotive de la renaissance économique,
تنفيذ التعليم والتنمية المستدامة والتعليم المستمر،
faire en sorte que l'éducation soit une éducation qui porte sur la durée.
وكل هذه الأمور بتتعلق بمحاور ذات أهمية كبرى يجب أنها تدرك في أجندة تطوير منظومة التعليم في مصر.
Tout cela comporte des axes qui doivent être inclus dans notre méthode pédagogique de l'enseignement et de l'éducation.
على مدار 4 أيام من اليوم وحتى يوم الجمعة ستعقد لقاءات عديدة، أجندة عمل كبيرة على مستوى الخبراء والوزراء للوصول إلى رؤية متكاملة